Hello guys, I hope you all are doing good. I am Vaishali Khan and we are discussing the digital circuits. Today in this video we are going to start our discussion about the combinational logic circuit. Today we are going to see the introduction to the combinational logic circuit, then we are going to see the analysis procedure and at last the design procedure for the combinational circuit. First of all, let's discuss what is a combinational circuit. Combinational circuit is a circuit which is not having any memory, which cannot store any bits. The output depends upon the present state of inputs only, right? So output is not dependent upon the previous input. It just depends upon the present input. Whatever you have the input, the output is dependent upon that only. So I can say the combinational logic circuit will be having the logic gates which are connected together to produce the specified output for a specified combination of input. And here we are not having any storage involved. We are not having any feedback involved, right? We are not having any storage element or feedback. So the output just depends upon the inputs in the combinational circuit. So this is the block diagram. Here we have the N input variable. Here we have M output variable. N could be anything, M could be anything. And we are going to see various types of combinational circuit. Right, so this is the combinational logic circuit. The combinational logic circuit will be composed of the logic gates, right? So now first of all, coming to the analysis procedure. So in the analysis procedure we will be having a circuit diagram. So we will be having to find out the Boolean function for the output. With the help of the diagram, the circuit diagram, we will define what is a Boolean function for the output. We will find out the truth table or we will find out the operation of the circuit. What is the given circuit doing? If the circuit is given, we will see what is its function, what is its truth table and at last the operation. So we have various steps. The step 1 is to make sure it is a combinational circuit. First of all, if the circuit is given to you, you have to check it is a combinational circuit or a sequential circuit, right? When a circuit is a combinational circuit, when we are not having any feedback with the logic gates or we are not having any memory elements or the storage elements, then we have to label all of the gate output with the arbitrary symbol. You can see here we have input, we have labeled the output as Y1. For this logic gate, we have labeled the output as Y2, here Y3, here Y4. This is the first level of labeling, right? Then we have the second level. So here we are labeling the output of this gate in the terms of the previous specified output. Y5 is specified in the terms of Y1. Similarly, this is the second level. Labeling Y6 is labeled in the terms of Y3 and Y4. Then we have to proceed until we will get the output, right? So repeat the previous step for all of the level of logic gate till the output is obtained, and then we have to substitute the previously defined Boolean function, and then we have to obtain the Boolean function in the terms of input variables. So this is the example. This is a very good example. Here you can see we have Y1. So Y1 will be equal to, here this is the AND gate. So Y1 will be equal to A, B, C, right? So this is my Y1. Here we have Y2. This is Y1. Y2 will be equal to B bar into C, right? Because again here we have the AND gate, right? Now here we have Y5. Okay, first of all I will see what is Y3. Y3 is, this is the OR gate, so it is the A plus B OR operation, right? Then we have Y4, again the OR gate. In the OR gate we have B plus C, right? Coming to the Y5. Y5 is specified in the terms of Y1. So Y5 is Y1 complement, so it will be equal to A, B, C whole complement, right? Now here Y6. Y6, what it is? It is equal to Y3 plus Y4. Now add Y3 and Y4. I will get A plus B plus C. Now I will find out what is Y7 in the terms of Y5 and Y2. Y7 is equal to Y5 plus Y2. What is Y5? We know it is A, B, C whole complement. What is Y2? It is B bar C, right? Now we will be finding out Y8. What is Y8? It is the complement of B. So it is B complement directly, Right, now we will find out F1 and F2. So F1 and F2 in the terms of Y7 and B we have to find out. So F1 will be equal to Y7 plus Y7 into B. This is the AND gate. So Y7 is multiplied with B, I will get F1. Similarly F2 in the terms of Y's. So here we have Y8 and Y6. So it is Y8 multiplied with Y6. Right. So now we will denote the F1. I know what is Y7. I am going to put it over here. So F1 is equal to Y7. What is Y7? It is A, B, C whole bar plus B bar C. Right. It is multiplied with B. So now we can simplify F1. Right. And F2 can be represented as Y8 into Y6. Y8 was B bar. Right, what is Y6? Y6 is also specified over here, A plus B plus C. Right, now writing F1 and F2. F1 is A, B, C whole complement. We can apply the De Morgan's law. It can be represented as A bar plus B bar plus C bar, and now it is multiplied with B plus B bar C multiplied with B. So when I have B into B bar, I will get 0. So this term will become 0. B multiplied with B bar, I will get 0. So it is represented as A bar plus C bar multiplied with B simply. Right? Simply. Now here I can represent F2 also. So F2 is B bar multiplied with B is 0. So F2 is B bar multiplied with A plus C. Right? So now here coming to the truth table. For the truth table, I have to represent all possible combination of the input variable. The input variables are A, B, C. So we have 8 possible combinations: 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. For that we have to compute Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, Y5, Y6, Y7, Y8. So let's take the example of Y1. What is Y1? Y1 is A into B into C. So A into B into C will be 1 only when all of them are 1. If any one of them is 0, Y1 will be equal to 0. Coming to Y2, Y2 is B bar into C. So we will first see what is B bar. We have to multiply it with C, I will get Y2. Similarly, you can calculate Y3, Y4, Y5, Y6, Y7, Y8 and also F1 and F2. Right? So you can use this table and then you can find out the various things which is asked in the question. This is the analysis procedure. If you have to find out the analysis of the given circuit, so you will do all these things, right? So you can find out the Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, Y5, Y6, Y7, Y8, all of the intermediate levels, right, represented over here. And then the F1 and F2, 2 outputs are there. How many inputs are there? 3 inputs are there, A, B and C. How many outputs are there? 2 outputs are there. Right? So now coming to the design procedure, how to design a circuit. So first of all, we have to define the problem. Then the second step is to determine the number of available input and the output variable. How many inputs we have, how many outputs we have to determine that. Then we have to assign the letter symbol to input and output variable. We have to assign the input with some letters like ABC, output with some letters X, Y and all. Then we have to derive the truth table indicating the relation between input and output. There is some relation which is given. According to that relation, we have to find out the truth table. Then we have to minimize this truth table. We have to use the K-map or any other method, and we have to obtain the simplified Boolean expression, and at last we can find out the logic diagram. So based upon this, we have a question: design a combinational logic circuit with 3 input variable. So here the input variables are 3. Right? So here it will produce logic 1 output when more than 1 input variables are logic 1. So only 1 output is present. I am denoting the 3 input variable as A, B, C and the output as Y. So first of all, I am going to the truth table. So here in the truth table, I have 3 input variables and 1 output variable. So the possible combinations could be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1 1 1. So these are all the possible combination. And what is the logic given over here? That output is 1 when more than one input variables are logic 1. So here all of the inputs are 0, output is 0. Here only one input is 1, so output is 0. Again 1, here two inputs are 1, so output will be 1. Here again one input is 1, so output will be 0. Here 2 are 1, 2 are 1, 3 are 1. So now we have made a truth table. So now we have to use the K-map minimization method. I will use the K-map. If you want to use any other minimization method, you can. Right, so here we will be having A, here we will be having B and C. Right, so now over here we have, this is the min term 0 which is 0, min term 1 which is 0, min term 2 which is 0, here we will be having 1, then 0, 1, 1, 1, right. Now I will make the pairing. Over here we will be having pairing like this, the pairing like this and the pairing like this, right. So we will be having 3 pairs. So over here we will be having A and here we will be having BC. So A is 0, 1, BC is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. So now here for this pairing, B and C are the implicants, right. Over here B and C are the prime implicants. Then for this and this, A is not changing, so over here we will be having A, and then C is not changing, C is 1, A is 1 and C is 1, so it is represented as AC. If I talk about these two, again A is 1 and over here B is 1, right. C is changing from 1 to 0, we will discard C. So BC plus AC plus AB is my Y. Right, now I have to denote it with the help of the logic diagram. So we will be having AB, AC and BC. So we will take A and B, I am going to send it to AND gate, right. Then I am going to take B and C, I am going to send it to AND gate, right. I am going to take A and C, I am going to send it to AND gate, right. So here I will get AB, here I will get BC, here I will get AC. All of them I have to send to the OR gate. So here I will get Y is equal to AB plus BC plus AC. So I hope you understood all of the things that I have discussed. If you have any doubt, put the doubt in the comment and I will try to resolve your doubt as soon as possible. I hope you like this session. If you like it, please push the like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends and also give me your valuable feedback. For the notes, you can download our mobile app and you can check the various courses available there. And I hope you are going to meet me soon in the next class. Thank you so much.